Every NHL fan knows that deadline day brings chaos, but sometimes the real shock comes weeks later. You expect rentals, last-minute depth moves, not cornerstone names heading to rivals. And then comes the aftermath. Did your team win the deal, or just hand a gift to a future playoff opponent? In Boston, those questions aren't fading. In fact, they might be heating up again. When Bruins GM Don Sweeney started dealing pieces last deadline, few imagined he'd send Brad Marchand to the Panthers, Brandon Carlo to Toronto, and Linus Ullmark to Ottawa. These weren't just trades, they were statement moves. Marchand was expected to be a Florida rental, but he re-signed. Carlo, meanwhile, landed with the Maple Leafs, and now, his name is back in the rumor mill. According to Nick Kypreos of Sportsnet, Carlo could be flipped again this summer. With Mitch Marner gone in a sign-and-trade to Vegas, Toronto is desperately seeking a fence. And Kypreos floated a bold option: trade Carlo for scoring help. Sure, it sounds risky, but desperate times call for creative moves. Still, moving a shutdown defenseman to replace a 100-point winger? That's a tough gamble. Brandon Carlo might not light up a score sheet, but his value is real. He's a right-shot defenseman, a penalty kill specialist, and fits perfectly into Toronto's defensive structure. Letting him go would create a hole that's hard to fill, especially on a team that's already taken hits to its defensive depth. Sometimes the best trade is the one you don't make. Boston, on the other hand, might quietly be rooting for this trade. If Carlo is flipped, the original deal starts to look like a steal for Sweeney. The Bruins got top prospect Fraser Minton, a protected first-rounder, and a fourth-round pick from Toronto. If Carlo only lasted 2 playoff rounds before moving again, it turns into a long-term win for Boston. That's smart asset flipping. Does this trade already look like a win, even if nothing else happens? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.